The Zeppelin speaker is honestly quite iconic. 15 years ago, the original Zeppelin was launched as an iPod dock speaker, and there have been quite a few subsequent models since then, but we've had to wait 6 years since the last one for the 2021 Zeppelin. So, is it worth the wait? Hey guys, we have the Bowers Wilkins 2021 Zeppelin speaker with us today, and I love it. Before we get into the review, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss out on upcoming videos. Let's talk design first. Right off the bat, it looks like a Zeppelin. There's no other way to say it. It's kept that same iconic shape, but it's even more wireless. In fact, there should only be one wire connected to the speaker most of the time, and that's the power cord. At the bottom, there are only two ports, a power port and a USB-C port for service, and a reset button. No Ethernet port, no aux port, nothing. And it's fine in my opinion. Bowers Wilkins were very specific on what they built this speaker for, and it's actually built to prioritize wireless streaming. This is an all-in-one stereo speaker, so you get a 150mm central subwoofer with two 90mm left-right mid-range drivers on either side, along with Bowers & Wilkins decoupled double-dome tweeters on either side of the far ends, all powered by 240 watts of amplification. It's all packed into this slim speaker that sits atop a metal pedestal stand that's incredibly stable. No rocking of the speaker at all, and there's even an underglow lighting effect that's very nice, especially if you're placing this speaker in a prominent position in your house. Across the back of the speaker, you get a row of physical buttons. From left to right, it's volume up, play pause, a multi-function button for connecting and pairing the speaker, a button for Amazon Alexa, and a volume down button. Personally, I never really touched the buttons much at all. The only one that I really ever touched was the multi-function button when I was pairing the speaker through Bluetooth to my phone. As for connectivity, the speaker supports AirPlay 2, Spotify Connect, and even the aptX adaptive codec. The app also supports linking with a number of music services like Tidal, Deezer, and more. Although there is a very notable omission in Apple Music. After linking the speaker to the app, there's an option to adjust the treble and bass gain, although I found it perfectly fine the way it was, along with the ability to turn off the underglow light or adjust the brightness if wanted. Bowers & Wilkins is also planning multi-room functionality for these speakers, although it's only coming sometime later in 2022, so we are going to have to wait on that. Another thing to note is that Tidal doesn't stream in MQA on this speaker just yet, but Bowers & Wilkins is supposedly working on that. As for the sound, a quick sum up would be that I am very surprised that these only cost 1,200 Singapore dollars or $799 US. They sound really good. You get a very expensive soundstage. It's really very spacious. The bass is punchy, impactful, and really powerful, and the mids and highs are very clearly separated and distinct. I particularly liked vocal performance on these speakers. They're forward enough to enjoy, but they still blend well with the overall mix. My one quibble is that while you do get a sense of the stereo imaging, it's not quite as precise, I would say. There's a bit of a lack of detail in the staging, particularly in the finer, softer sounds. Some elements can get a bit lost. But we have to keep in mind, it's a single unit. This sort of performance out of a single speaker unit is already impressive. Anyway, here's a short sound test of how it sounds like. In all, I would say that the Zeppelin is a very enticing buy. There are some features that eventually should come to this speaker, and when it comes, it will make it even more compelling. even without MQA right now, it sounds freaking good. And it gets really loud and it pretty much fills any sort of space that you put the speaker in. Most of all, it's not an eyesore. It's really sleek, and even if it's not playing music, it looks great and kind of almost like a piece of art. Anyway, those are my thoughts on the Bowers Wilkins Zeppelin speaker. If you guys have any comments or questions, leave them down below. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to us. Till the next one, see you guys!